Welcome to Food for the Woke! Today we are going to be doing pumpkin everything. It is what? January? Almost February? And I really want pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice lattes. So we are going to make a vegan pumpkin cheesecake. There's no cheese, obviously. So first, we gotta make our crust. What I love about this recipe is that everything happens in the food processor. So it's super easy. It's beautiful. So all you gotta do is dump in all of your crusty ingredients into your food processor. We've got pecans, dates, and coconut flakes, unsweetened ones. You can use whatever kind of nuts you want, like pecans, almonds, or walnuts, or a combination of them, but we like pecans, so we're gonna use that. Now we need some spices to make it pumpkin-y tasty, so I'm gonna put in some cinnamon and some ginger. I love ginger, so I'm gonna put extra. Some nutmeg. If I can get it out. And cloves. And a little allspice. And a pinch of salt. Because everything needs a pinch of salt. And we gotta stick our food processor all together, which is always the hardest part, getting this thing to go in the right spot. There we go. Beautiful. And she is plugged in, so we just gotta blitz it up until she's all ready. So we had some technical difficulties. This baby's ancient, so she struggles sometimes. So she's having a little trouble with those dates. So we just processed those by themselves and then threw everything else in after. So what you end up with is a crumbly mixture, and when you press it together, it'll form your crust. If it's not binding, then you should probably add more dates. And if it's too sticky, you can add more nuts as well. Next, we take out our springform pan. You don't have to use a springform, but I find that it's just the easiest because once it sets and you pop it off, then you've got a clean edge. You don't have to try digging it out of it or anything. So I'm just gonna dump it all in there. So you're just gonna press it all down until it forms a nice even crust. Okay, this is our crust. So I'm just gonna throw it in the freezer while we make the filling because it'll help it set faster, and then when we add the filling, having that cold base and cold tin will also help that set. And now for a word from our sponsors! Mickey is not a sponsor.
I'm sorry.
But Port Nonsense Brewing Company
Yes.
is opening this weekend in
Saturday,
Denville.
January 27th, 12 to 10 p.m. Come drink beer. They're going to shoot off a live cannon.
At 12, right
Yes,
on the dot.
That is true.
The mayor will be there, and he's a very prompt man.
Don't
So, what else? Oh, and there's gonna be food trucks there. So
And
on
delicious
Saturday,
beer.
what's gonna be there? The chicken,
Yes, chicken wings. I believe.
and other barbecued nonsense.
Of course.
And then on Sunday are pierogies and other Polish fare.
So good.
My favorite beer that I had was the porter, number 4.
Yes.
Whoever was number 4. And I think Steve's favorite was the IPA. So try those ones, or get the whole flight because
Definitely you should.
that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And now we're done with our sponsor.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye. Welcome back to Food for the Woke. It's time to make our filling. First thing we need to do is dump all of our cashews into our food processor. And usually you're supposed to soak them for X amount of hours, but a little cheat is to just boil them until they're soft. So that's what I always do because I'm not the best at planning. And we need to put in half a cup of maple syrup. Not fake syrup, no Jemima here. Real deal only. If you want, you can use agave nectar or honey or a combination of the three. But I figured with pumpkin pie, I just want the maple. So that's what we got here today. And of course, the pumpkin itself. So we're gonna go ahead and put this whole can in, and probably gonna put a little bit more in than that to get some extra pumpkin goodness. So we're gonna put a little coconut oil in here as well. I ended up using a can and probably like a third of a cup from another can. These are 15-ounce cans. So whatever math that gives you. And spices. Before we add the spices, we need to add vanilla extract. I've got some Mexican vanilla. Because my parents went there and they brought some more. Cool. Yay. And pretty much the same spices that we put in the crust, putting in the filling, but more. Now that everything is in here, we are breaking out our food processor again. Hopefully this goes better than last time. Scrape down the sides a little bit to make sure everything's getting processed. And you just gotta blitz this until it's super smooth. This can take a long time! Really long time! Once it is as smooth as you would like it to be, stop your processor and take out your crust. And you're just gonna pour it right in there. That's all you got to do. My blades are a little dull, so I would like it a little smoother, but that's as good as she's gonna get today. And you can use whatever size pan you want. The size will just determine how thick the crust and the filling are. So we smooth this over, and then it's gonna have to go into the freezer until it's all set and solidified, which will probably be a couple hours. So, depending how thick it is, it could be upwards of 5 hours. So just check on it. This is definitely something you want to make ahead, like the day before. And then when you are ready to serve it, you just want to take it out a little ahead, thaw it out, and put it on the plate. But for now, this is going in the freezer.
We've got cheesecake. We're gonna eat the cheesecake.
So we topped it off with maple cinnamon roasted pecans. That's the bonus feature.
Okay, give me the plates.
Ooh.
I don't even need another thing.
Wow, you're so talented. Oh,
it's fine. So what are we rating this out of?
How many pumpkins out of?
No, like
pumpkins.
What should I compare it to?
I don't think you can compare it to anything because it's not going to taste like dairy.
No.
So you can't compare it to a cheesecake. You just have to enjoy it as a pumpkin dessert.
Okay.
What?
Sounds good.
It literally is like pumpkin pie. I didn't get one of these pecans on it. But I think the only thing that would be better... Ooh, whipped cream would be good.
No.
But you hate whipped cream.
Yeah. That's gross.
But if the filling part was a little creamier, a little smoother, I mean. But
maybe if you had a better food processor.
With the nuts on it, that's really good. Did you have a bite with the pecans?
I did. It's muy bien. I give it, compared to a pumpkin pie,
I like it better.
I don't like it better. A pumpkin pie is way better.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
But because I like pumpkin pie.
I like all the nuts. Which is weird because I hate mixing nuts with other foods, but for this, I like it.
How many pumpkins do you give it? Because apparently that's what we're doing.
With the pecans on top of it, with that, I give it 7 pumpkins out of 8.
I give it 6.
I knew you would.
Just because it's not pumpkin pie.
It's not supposed to be pumpkin pie.
I know it's not supposed to be pumpkin pie, but it is supposed to be pumpkin pie.
That's a wrap.